everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this video is just a little rant. I'm not doing a reading in this video. I just wanted to talk a brief moment about something I haven't heard anyone else discuss. And that is the war on art that Meghan and Harry, particularly Meghan, I think, is, doing this and has been doing for years now. And, as an artist, it bothers me. I assume it bothers anyone who's into art. But, there's always this obsession she has with using art to, attack the royal family. And I think also to promote her and Harry. She did use it on this Australian trip. And as you can see, I posted, and it inspired me to at least, come up to draw something. This is pastel I used on the one on the picture on the right to just illustrate, what types of people we're dealing with who would actually, the picture on the left is a huge painting. And they presented that on stage to Meghan as a gift from her fans to say, here's so you can always remember your trip to Australia. Yeah. So, but that's not the only thing. That one's, whatever. Modern art, whatever you want to look at it as. That's not even the part that really bothered me so much as the fake artists, in my opinion, who, and the reason I call him a fake artist is because his paintings, he's putting up paintings on Twitter X and presenting them as if they were real. And I'm going to show you, it's not this one. This is like an example earlier of the weaponization of art that Harry and Meghan have done. This was when they posted this on the cover of Tatler magazine in July 2024. And they claimed that this was a portrait of Princess Catherine. When I showed quite clearly, and you can find this video on Daily Empress 4, I showed quite clearly that painting was of Megalodon. So the artist was a woman who obviously was a Meghan Markle supporter. She claimed that she looked at like hundreds of thousands of pictures of Catherine and came up with that. Now she looked at one picture of Meghan and painted it. And it's quite obvious when you compare the two. The jaw is all Meghan, the eyes, the hair, everything. It looks nothing like Catherine, and it was also horribly done. Not as bad as the painting that was just presented to Megalodon in Australia, but this is just, to point out, this has been going on for years. There's this weaponization of art. And, it's something that stood out to me over the years. I'm like, what the hell is that witch doing now? She's destroying art too. Our freedom of speech and freedom of expression, perhaps, is what they're after. So they got this artist on Twitter posting these. His name's Rob Sweet is the name of his account. This is his Instagram account. And he's been posting multiple so-called paintings. And he's the one I'm referring to as fake because these are not paintings. They're presented, and he's getting thousands of, Sussex squatters, and they're bots. They're all bots, I'm sure. Say, oh, it's so wonderful. Oh, it's so beautiful. And he's just getting tons of, bot fake praise here, in my opinion. But in reality, if you look at, he admits, though, he's honest about it at least, but you would have to know about it. I didn't know about this, but when you look at his description of it, he made this painting and his picture, I should say, and he wrote on plein air impasto synthesized oil painting. Well, that's what it's supposed to look like on plein air, meaning painting it outside. But he didn't paint this because it says original classical hybrid artwork, disability assistive technology, AT, AI, and dig. Transformative artwork from multiple sources. So, I never heard of that. Have you heard of that? I was like, what is that? What does that mean? So when you go to search what that means, right here, and I searched what is ATAI dig artwork. It's AI powered assistive technology transforming digital art for disabled creators by enabling voice to image generation to create tactile 3D painting, etc., etc. Tools like ChatGPT-4 and DALL-E allows artists with mobility impairments to create visual works using only text or voice. So now you can see, and he admits he used it, so he's honest about it. At least he's not, trying to claim that he painted an oil painting here. He's honest about it, and he says, yeah, I use this text to. So he basically spoke this ATAI dig art. He spoke to ChatGPT and said, paint me a picture of Harry and Meghan walking hand in hand and make it look like oil. And that's it. And like I said, you could tell it was AI when you look at the lines on the sides of them. No artist ever does that. You don't put lines around them. It's obvious this was AI. This was fake. I call it fake. Anything AI, I call it fake because it's not a real painting. You can't hang it on your wall, unless you print it out. So, but he's passing this off to people who don't read the description on his Instagram. He's passing it off. He does admit on his Twitter that he used, that he's disabled and he used AI technology or something. But yes, that's what's going on here. So this man has produced these oil-looking paintings of Harry and Meghan, and all the Sussex squad are cheering it on as if it were real. Now, if it were real, for sure Meghan would have presented this to herself at her retreat instead of presenting, this, right? If his paintings were real, one of them would have been presented on stage, but it wasn't because it's AI. It's just a digital image. So they tried to come up with something, and for some reason, I have no idea why. Maybe some of you could help out. Why on earth they felt the need to, she was only at this retreat for 20 minutes, right? Why did they feel the need to present a painting? Even one that looks like this. Why does Meghan feel the need to do this? To put up this ugly art and to put up fake art, what I call fake, AI generated from ChatGPT that anyone can do art. Why is she doing that? Why does she use art as a weapon against the royal family, against Princess Catherine? Why this constant abuse of art? So, along with everything else this person has done, they're also using and abusing art to inflict upon the public conscience. That's my opinion. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.